and Tobago under Commanding General Johanna. We will be live on the streets. 91.9 FM.
One west to the depth till they bury me.
Every Thursday from 7 p.m. Hosted by Officer Sawapya Allah and Officer Masquaya.
One west to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
ISUPK under Commanding General Johanna. Live every Thursday night from 7 p.m. on the streets. 91.9 FM.
You know how we do it, Commander General Johanna, feeding the people, down here in Trinidad. You see what's going on with the rain right now and condition of the people right now is real bad. So again, big ups Commander General Johanna, for all, the work that's put in over the years, that we could raise up, young black men down here in Trinidad and could do the same as well in his footsteps.
And fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. It's all about that warfare, boy. It's all about that warfare, boy. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground. Now this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We would not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem, tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man body. Before I be a coward, I'd rather be a dead body. This will be my kingdom when the hour pays. You can either get with it or get flipped like a hourglass. We live by honor and no excuse. Just sit to pray up to the Lord. I told him to let all the terrorists loose. Hold your tongue or get rebuked, cause you made a truce. With a race that made merchandise out of my abuse. Scared of who? You got your gun, then pull it. Me and my niggas start to argue, it's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take round. Approaches better move slow. Attack dog for this truth. Nigga, cool yo. Go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Back up. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground. My soldiers take ground. me and you could never prevail. Hey, with a true shit, hey, with warriors dwell. Be wise with the weapons, cause I promise. My nine just like my wife, she concealed, she modest. I know 2 things, a robber will not prosper. And any man harm me and my aunt gon' meet the doc. Cause this life is warfare, it's not an easy walk. Been watching my people die so you can miss me with that love talk. My UPK soldiers, any man try to cross your path, make him regret it. What that means, fall on his age. Comparing me to you really ain't no contest. Lonely one west, say what? Lonely one west. This for those who thinking we ain't ready for. Tell them back up, I'm about to drop some heavy for. Go to grip, 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 go to grip. It's all about that warfare, boy. Get grip, get grip, get grip, back up, get grip, get grip, get grip, back up, get grip, get grip. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take grip, 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 take grip. My soldiers take grip till them stand down. Take grip, take grip, take grip, take grip, take grip, take grip, take grip. My soldiers take grip till them stand down.
Seriously, you're looking for a Christ man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord, to do his will. I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on Congo.
I don't like no soldiers. In the spirit of the Lord, we don't like no soldiers.
Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate y'all as the same. Hate Christ in their image, hate you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soft niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell, toilet connected to the saint. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gonna work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of war. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't he murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priest bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game. I don't know I'm black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose.
Aquí somos la Escuela Israelita del Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Hoy estamos aquí en forma de General Yahana na ESPK.
This is what Commander General Yahana did. This is what he did.
First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
That's right. All right, Shalom Israel, Shalom to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. Shalom, which means peace. Shalom Israel, peace on the Math Choir of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, which started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. In this school, we teach the truth according to the Bible, that Black people, Hispanic people, and Native Indian people, you are from a royal bloodline. You are from the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the people that the Lord chose, the bloodline that the Lord chose. We teach that the truth according to the Bible, that you are the true Jews. You are the Hebrew Israelites spoken of in this book called the Bible, and the Bible belongs to you. The Bible holds your constitution, your heritage, your culture as a people. All right, again, we come into your live pole number 1, Morris Street in Point Fortin. If you need to get in contact with the school, the officer to call, which is the officer above me, Officer Sawapia Allah, number 479-8286. Again, 479-8286. You can call Officer Sawapia Allah and get the information, whatsoever information you may need from the school. All right, for some reason, if you're not getting through with Officer Sawapia Allah, which is very rare, you can call the captain, which is above him, Captain Mashak Mayam, out in Washington, D.C. His number is number 1-202-701-4640. You can call him, send him a WhatsApp when necessary. You understand? Of course, you can find the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge Trinidad on all social media platforms. Be sure to check them out to keep up with the latest updates, things that are happening in and around the school, and also in and around the nation. You understand? Subscribe to all our social media pages. You could also join our WhatsApp group. I'm gonna put up the QR code to scan, right? You could scan that QR code is seen on the screen. Join our WhatsApp group. You understand? When you get inside the group, you could ask your questions and get your answers, right? We just came out from the Feast of Tabernacles. Next upcoming high holy day that the Lord prescribed for the children of Israel to follow, for us to keep as a people, not the traditions of this world. The next upcoming high holy day is the Day of Atonement. You can find that in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 27 to 32. You understand? That is the 10th day of the 7th month. That will be on Tuesday, the 30th of September, 2025. That is the Day of Atonement. You understand? Tonight's class is going to be a people song that sleep, and also we're going to touch a little bit on Republic Day. Why are people song that sleep? Because our people don't understand who they are. They don't understand the things that's happening around the world. Salakia. Yeah, Salakia. Memorial going up trumpets. Right? Our people is song that sleep. We don't understand that the things that's happening around us, the things that's going on in the world. You understand? We had this big trend on social media whereby, you know, people saying that today is supposed to be the rapture. You understand? Christ was supposed to make his return, and all people were supposed to be wrapped up in the sky, or who the Lord chose. You understand? Today or tomorrow, they're saying supposed to be the rapture that came out from some South African pastor. You understand? And he's saying today is D-Day, and had everybody in a frenzy. People sold their homes, people sold cars, people gave away money. You understand? But again, the truth of this Bible, you could only find the truth of this Bible in the ISUPK under commanding General Yohana. You understand? Anyone outside this Bible teaching the truth, anyone outside this Bible, Salakia, that is teaching the Bible, they are not authorized to do so. This Bible does not belong to no other nation. but only the nation of Israel, not the Israel that is over there today, the Ashkenazi Jews with those black hats and those twisted hair, not them. You understand? The people that are stuck in the ghettos and in the barrios and in reservations, those are the Lord's chosen people. Those are the people that this book belongs to. You understand? When you look at all, you're seeing whereby all these nations rising against one another. You understand? You see how Trump doing his so-called drug bust with all these vessels in Trinidad and in the Caribbean and Atlantic waters. You understand? You're seeing where Russia and NATO, they're getting in conflict. Nepal and all these different countries are in uproar. If it could, Baba Kusha, give me the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6, we will start with that. You understand? You're seeing whereby all these countries are in uproar and turmoil. You understand? People protesting here and there, governments trying to get order, to bring peace. You understand? Governments being overthrown and parliament houses being going down. All these things happening. You understand? And as I like to say, where is the voice of the religious leaders? Where is that voice to show the people what is really happening at this time? The religious leaders is the ones that say that they have the Bible, you know, and they're supposed to be teaching our people about the Bible. You understand? When these things happening, you're not seeing them at all. Any conflict that happens throughout this earth or with black people in the ghettos or Hispanics or Native Indians, you don't see with these religious leaders unless it have profit for their pocket. If there is no profit, you're not going to see these religious leaders. You understand? When you look at the churches, the only time you're seeing these religious leaders, profit. Once it have no profit, you're not seeing them. You understand? If you could, go ahead with Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6, Baba Kusha. Yeah, you want it.
Come on. The book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
And ye shall hear of wars.
What is going to hear?
Of wars and rumors of wars.
Okay, Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. Go ahead.
Kawankan, book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled.
So Christ is letting us know here that he's going to hear of wars and rumors of wars. You understand? This is the time that we are in, hearing of wars and rumors of wars. These nations going against one another. You understand? They're trying to find resolution for conflict. Who shouldn't have much arms and nuclear power and all these different things. The Lord is telling us we're going to hear of wars and rumors of wars. When you turn on the social media, turn on the news, this is what's taking place right now. You understand? Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Kawankan. For all these things must come to pass.
Lord is telling us, see that we are not troubled. We as a people coming into the knowledge of the truth, coming into the knowledge of who you are not to be troubled. You understand? Because he is saying that for all these things must come to pass. Lord said through the scripture, just paraphrasing, that his word is not going to come back to him void. Once the Lord utter it to happen, it is going to happen. You so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, the trumpet is blowing, the song is blowing for you to understand this Bible belongs to you. You have something that you are supposed to be doing for the Most High, not the Most High doing something for you. When we look at all these holidays that is given to us as a people, we always prepped and ready to go to do these holidays. You understand? When these holidays are after the traditions of men, why are we not finding out, or why are we not searching out what are we supposed to be doing for the Most High? We are supposed to be servants of the Lord. You understand? We are supposed to be the ones serving the Lord. The Lord gave us high holy days and feast days for us to follow, things that we're supposed to be teaching throughout our generations. You understand? This is what we have to do. Read it from the top again, Baba Kusha.
Come on, Khan. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 6.
Go ahead.
And ye shall hear of wars
Mhm.
and rumors of wars.
So it's going to hear about wars, who looking to square up with who, nation looking to square up with nation, kingdom against kingdom. You understand? Who threatening who to take over who land? Look at what happened with Venezuela and America. Look how Trinidad, Guyana getting tied up in it too. You understand? Wars and rumors of wars. Go ahead.
See that ye be not troubled.
You so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, you are not to be troubled. You understand? Go ahead.
Come on, Khan. For all these things must come to pass.
For all these things must what?
Must come to pass.
These things must happen. The Lord utter it, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. It must happen. Go ahead.
But the end is not yet.
But what?
But the end is not yet.
So that fake pastor, fake religious leader that's saying today is supposed to be the rapture and all will be taken up in the sky, Lord is telling you the end is not yet. I don't know what book they're reading from. You understand? That is why we always say, turn to the ISUPK under commanding General Yohana. Be not deceived. Don't be deceived by these other nations. Don't be deceived by these religious leaders from all denominations and these politicians, those that claim to be over black people. Do not be deceived by their words. They don't know and they don't understand the Bible. You understand? Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Come on, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation.
What is going to happen?
Nation shall rise against nation.
US against Venezuela. You understand? Russia against Ukraine. Go ahead.
Come on, Khan. And kingdom against kingdom.
And what?
And kingdom against kingdom.
Kingdom against kingdom. Go ahead.
Come on, Khan. And there shall be famine.
There's going to be what?
Famine.
Mm-hmm.
And pestilence.
Mm-hmm.
And earthquake in diverse places.
Places where earthquakes don't usually occur or don't occur frequently. There is where you're going to be seeing earthquakes in diverse places, different places. You understand? Famines. Look at what happened to some of these countries over in the Middle East. These things is going to happen. These things is coming to pass. But the end is not yet. You understand? Pestilences. The same time a new strain of monkeypox and COVID-19 coming out and all these different things. These things must come to pass. Go ahead, go to verse 8.
Come on, Khan. Verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
All these are the beginning of sorrows.
All these are what? The beginning of sorrows. When you see these things happening, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, you have to understand, time to get serious. You understand? Time to get serious to what's happening in and around you. You understand? Jump to, give me First Thessalonians chapter 5, Baba Kusha.
Come on, Khan.
First Thessalonians chapter 5, we will start at verse 1.
Come on, Khan. The book of First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1.
Yes, hold on. 1 minute. Hold on. Go ahead.
Come on, Khan.
Slovakia.
The book of First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
How the day of the Lord cometh?
As a thief in the night.
Nobody knows the day or the hour that the Lord is coming. These religious leaders that are trying to thief the people head, to tell them that it's having a rapture today or tomorrow, nobody knows the hour. You understand? Go ahead.
Kawankan. Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety,
For when these leaders, you understand, these nations, these kingdoms, these kings shall say what? Peace and safety. These religious leaders, go ahead.
then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Then what?
Sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Sudden destruction come upon them. You understand? So all of the trying to put back the pieces together from the cookie not crumbling. Want to make nuclear deal and cease fire and who don't want nobody build no more nuclear weapons and all these different things. You understand? As Trump saying, he bringing the world to our order, the world to peace. When they shall say peace and safety, then what? Sudden destruction is going to come. You understand? Go ahead.
Kawankan. As travail upon a woman with child.
As who?
As travail upon a woman with child.
If you watch when a woman making child, you understand? And she start to get these cramps, come hard, and ease off, come again, it ease off. You understand? But that child, when the appointed time reach, that child is going to be born. You understand? As travail with a woman with child, they're going to go in hard, then they're going to ease off. They go in again, they go in and ease off. Peace and safety. Peace and safety. And then sudden destruction. These things must happen to these nations. You understand? Go ahead.
Kawankan. And they shall not escape.
And they shall what?
And they shall not escape.
No one is going to escape what the Lord is about to do. You understand? Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Kawankan, verse 4. But ye brethren.
But who?
But ye brethren.
You so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. This is for you. You brethren, go ahead.
Are not in darkness.
Is what?
Are not in darkness. That they should overtake you as a thief.
You understand? You so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man coming into this knowledge of the truth is not going to be in darkness. You understand? This truth is the light. What light does, it illuminates. It shows you the path. It shows you that the direction that you're supposed to go. You understand? The direction of the Most High. The Lord is telling you here that you, brethren, you is not going to be in darkness. You won't be worried and confused and confounded with all these things that are happening around you. You understand? That day should what? Continue, Baba Kosha. That day.
Kawankan. Salakia. That day should overtake you as a thief.
That day, when that day of the Lord reach, it shouldn't overtake you as a thief. You understand? You're looking at the signs, you're looking at the times, looking at the things that are happening around you and then knowing, boy, all right, the day of the Lord is coming. You understand? The Lord looking to make you return. The Lord looking to rain judgment on these other nations for the things that they have done to you. So-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. Time for us to wake up and see these other nations for who they are. This is very important right now. This is not a time to be asleep and feel like the East Indian man who is Elam in the Bible, the Chinese who is Moab in the Bible, the Syrians and all these other nations. This is not a time to feel like we're partners. I'm my best friend. You understand? You have to do what the Lord tells you to do. Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourself together, O nation not desired. Gather yourself with your people. This is not kumbaya. And everybody who holding hand and we going and sing a jolly song into the kingdom of heaven. The Lord telling you that this time it is going to get gloomy, it is going to get dark. You understand? Nation rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom. You understand? But you, so-called black man, have to come back to your light, to your laws, your rules and your regulations for your house, which is your nation, for your family. You understand? This is what you have to return to. Go ahead to verse 5, Baba Kusha.
Kawankan, verse 5. Ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day.
Go ahead.
We are not of the night, nor of the darkness.
Children of the light, you have this knowledge of the Most High, this wisdom, this understanding. You have your book, which is the Bible. You understand? You understand now how to navigate through this oppressive world. You understand how to build with your people. You understand your nation. You understand what is required from the Most High, what is required from the Lord. You understand that you have your high holy days, your feast days to follow. You will know and understand that you cannot eat any and anything. You have a dietary law. You understand? You understand what is marriage, so you wouldn't be making your sisters whores of the daughters of Zion. You understand that you're not supposed to be of the alternative lifestyle. You will understand what will cause you to go in prison. You understand? You will understand why you're not supposed to be smoking weed, selling drugs there, brother. You understand? And stealing and doing all these things that the Lord does not want for you to do. This is what you have to understand, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. Come into this truth, you are becoming that child or the children of light. You understand? Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Kawankan. Verse
6.
Verse 6. Therefore, let us not sleep.
Let us not what?
Let us not sleep.
Let us not sleep. Don't slumber. Don't feel, well, all right, try the Lord and coming back now. Well, now everybody had the Bible, and you know, I will read that when I get time. Watch the things that happening around. Lord is telling us what? Therefore, let us not sleep. You understand? Go ahead.
Kawankan. Therefore, let us not sleep, as do others.
As what?
As do others.
So that people sleeping, the religious leaders sleeping, pastors, politicians, people are just walking about in the world, everybody else sleeping. That is why he's saying as do others, because them studying, we preparing for the Day of Atonement. You understand? Just this mountain. People preparing for Republic Day. Just tomorrow. People preparing for Christmas. People preparing for New Year's. You see, they don't bring out that the 100 days of Christmas. I think that maybe don't start already. People don't partake in that. You understand? They must sleep. They don't understand the things that are happening around them. Go ahead.
Kawankan. Therefore, let us not sleep, as do others, but let us watch and be sober.
Let us do what?
Watch and be sober.
Lord said to watch and be sober. Be clear-minded. You understand? Be clear-minded in making the decision. Hey, see this Christian church, this religion? Nah, something missing from here. Be clear in your mind. Be clear in your mind and understand, boy. Nah, but I learn certain things from in this book, boy. Not learning it in the Christian church. And we keep coming out on the streets and teaching classes and saying, hey, this book belongs to the black man. Come in the school, ask your questions, get your answers. You understand? Be clear in your mind about these other nations. Be clear in your mind about the laws of the Most High. You understand? The Lord tells us to do what? Watch and be sober. Go to verse 11.
Kawankan. The book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5 and verse 11. Wherefore, comfort yourselves together and edify one another.
This is what we're supposed to be doing as a nation, as a bloodline, as a family of people. Comforting one another and doing what? Edifying one another. Go ahead.
Even as also ye do.
You understand? You come into class, you're teaching these classes, going out on the streets, you're handing out flyers, doing food drives. Comfort, edify one another. This is the task that we have to do. We have things to do as a nation, as a family of people. We family right now is broken. In the ISUPK under commanding General Yana, we putting back this family together. You understand? This bloodline of people, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Israel had 12 sons. 12 sons were scattered to the four corners of the earth. because they disobeyed the Most High. You understand? Now we have to comfort and edify one another, bring back this nation to the place that the Lord wanted to be. You understand? Give me Joel chapter 3 and verse 2, Baba Kusha.
Come on.
We have to watch and understand this is not a time for our people to be asleep. You understand? These nations, whether I like it or not, these nations, they're going to war. They're going at war. Whether I like it or not. Scripture say they go say, peace, peace, all right, everything under control. But then sudden destruction. They are going to war. Lord tell us throughout his scriptures that his word is not going to go out void. These things is going to happen. You understand? Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Come on. The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 2. I will also gather all nations.
I will do what?
I will also gather all nations.
Lord is saying he's going to gather all nations. You understand? There are 80 nations on the planet. The Lord says he's going to gather what? All nations. Go ahead.
And bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
To the what?
And bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
The valley of Jehoshaphat. The valley of decision. The judgment is going to take place. You understand? All these nations, they are going there to fight. They are going there at war. Go ahead.
Kawankan. And will plead with them there for my people.
Do what?
And will plead with them there for my people.
For the Lord's people. You understand? These 12 tribes, these 12 sons, children of these 12 sons. You understand? The Lord says he's going to do what? Plead there for his people. The Lord ain't playing with his bloodline. The Lord is not playing with his people. The Lord is not playing with his family. You understand? Go ahead.
Kawankan. And for my heritage Israel.
And for what?
And for my heritage Israel. Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Because we as a people, we were scattered throughout all these nations. You understand? We disobeyed the Most High, went into slavery under all these nations. We were scattered between them. And we was parted from what? The Most High's land, our homeland, which is Jerusalem. You understand? All our lives coming up, we are being told that Africa was our homeland. Africa is not our homeland. Jerusalem is our homeland. You understand? That's the end of 2.
Yes.
That's the end of Joel chapter 2.
Kawankan.
Keep jump to verse 12.
The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 12. Let the heathen be wakened.
The what?
Let the heathen be wakened.
Time for these heathens to what? Be awake. Let the heathens be wakened. Go ahead.
And come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Come up where war is going to be waged. So these heathens that they hearing about, some of these nations that now, coming into the game, let them be awakened. Everybody going down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Go ahead.
For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
You understand? The Lord is saying that he's going to be there sitting to do what? Judge all these other nations. There's where punishment is going to take place for the things that they have done to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? Go ahead, Baba Kusha. Continue.
Kawakan, verse 13. Put ye in the sickle.
Go ahead.
For the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full.
Come down into the valley, the harvest is ripe. Time to go to war. You understand? Time to fight. Put the sickle. This is a metaphor showing you. Put the sickle. We use it as sickle to cut grass, cut fruits, vegetables. You understand? The harvest is ripe. Go ahead.
For the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow.
Go ahead.
For their wickedness is great.
We don't understand the wickedness of these other nations. The Lord is telling you, for their wickedness is great. We are suffering tremendously under these nations, under these oppressors. You understand? We watching a thing called what's the name? What's the name about it? Right? Learn helplessness.
Come on, come on.
You understand? We watching that thing called learn helplessness, whereby the split our class in two. Give them some words on a paper, but some words was impossible for a certain class, for a certain part of the class to rearrange. You understand? And because one side was getting it right all the time, it started to put like a depressive state on the side that the words was impossible to arrange. You understand? Now, what if these things, when you say, what if these things happening in the schools today? The job sites. You understand? Places where you're going to learn to further your education. What if these things happening, not what if, but these things are happening around amongst our people? Then when a child come out and they say, babe, oh, you can't get good grades. Why this happening to you? We don't understand the trick of the trade of these other nations, but when you go into the book, the Lord tell you understand? He give you the personality trait of these other nations. That's why he tell you never trust your enemies. Never trust them. You understand? We don't understand the tremendous hatred these other nations have for us. Look at what happened to us till slavery. We still suffering it through DNA till this day. You understand? Whatever else that we might be able to comprehend that they're doing to our people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? All the propaganda and all these different things. Making our people be that, look that terrible. We don't understand that. Continue, Babu Kusha.
Verse 14. Multitudes in the valley of decision.
The Lord is telling them multitudes. The amount of people is going to be down there in that valley of decision. Multitudes in the valley of decision. Go ahead.
For the day of the Lord is near.
For the day of the Lord is what?
Is near. In the valley of decision.
That punishment, that destruction, that day of the Lord is near. In the valley of decision. It is very close. It's as the scripture says, our salvation is nearer than when we believe. You understand? Give me Revelation 16 and 16, Baba Kusha.
Come on.
When we hear these things and seeing these things, we have to understand that to return back. Just like when you read the book of Deuteronomy, 28th chapter, and seeing where the Lord spoke about if you obey him, he's going to be blessed. And if we didn't obey him, he's going to be cursed as a people. We have to understand if we are in this cursed position where everything is going wrong for us, then we could turn back and get everything going right for us as a people. You understand? They wouldn't learn that in the Christian church or the Muslim mosque or in no religion. You understand? There are over how much? 12, 13 major religions before it have all these other branches of like spiritual Baptist and Pentecostal, Ethiopian Orthodox, and all these different things. And all these was created by men. You understand? All those religions was created by men. And none teaches the Bible. None. Absolutely none. Put it to the test. Put the Bible to the test in these churches and see if they're actually teaching it. None in teaching the Bible. You understand? Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Come on. The book of Revelation, chapter 16 and verse 16. And he gathered them together.
And he did what?
And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon.
Gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon. All these nations is going to be gathered in this place, this valley of Jehoshaphat. You understand? All through the scriptures, the Lord telling them what he's going to do to these heathens for the things they have done to his people. You understand? For the things that they have done to black people. These nations is going to be gathered into the valley of Jehoshaphat for that judgment, that final judgment. You understand? World War III. Give me Amos chapter 9, Bible question, verse Amos 9 and verse 8. We will start at verse 8.
Come on, come. The book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom.
The Lord is telling us that his eyes are upon what?
The sinful kingdom.
The Lord's eyes are upon the sinful kingdom. The Lord knows what these nations are doing. You understand? Go ahead.
Can. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
He was going to do what?
Destroy it from off the face of the earth.
Most people might say the Lord is all about love, kisses and hugs, and my sweet Jesus, tender loving kindness. They're not showing you that the destruction that is going to take place by the hands of the Lord. You understand? The Lord is saying that his eyes are upon this sinful kingdom. So he's watching that kingdom where everything inside it is absolutely wrong. From child molestation to abortions to alternative lifestyle to everything in this kingdom wrong. You understand? And these other nations following after this kingdom, drinking out at that cup of that kingdom. Want to follow the ways and the doctrines and the philosophies. Lord said his eyes, he's watching this sinful kingdom. You understand? And he's going to do what with this kingdom? Destroy it from off the face of the earth. That is to tell you how bad of a sinful kingdom this kingdom is, or this nation is. Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Can. Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord.
The Lord saying, saving that he's not going to destroy the house of Jacob, which is the children of Israel, the black man, the Hispanic man, and the native Indian man. You understand? We're supposed to be learning these things from these religions. But again, put the Bible to the test in your church, in your institution. You understand? The Lord have a people. The Lord is saying he's going to destroy this sinful kingdom, saving. See these 12 sons? You understand? They will be destroyed. Go ahead, verse 9.
Can. Verse 9. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations.
The Lord saying he's going to sift the house of Israel. It's like when you put something in a strainer and you're sifting it out. So you're knowing among all these nations, he's going to sift the house of Israel. Where blacks, Hispanics, and native Indians scatter, the Lord is going to sift us out. Go ahead.
Can. Like as corn is sifted in the sea, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. All the sinners of my people,
All the what?
all the sinners of my people,
The Lord telling you that he's going to utterly destroy this sinful nation, this sinful kingdom. You understand? Then he's going to sift. He's going to sift the house of Israel among all nations. Wherever the bloodline of Jacob is, he's going to sift them out. And not the least shall fall upon the earth. Then he come and say, all the sinners of my people, go ahead,
shall die by the sword.
they was going to do what?
Die by the sword.
This is what you have to understand. Don't sleep, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and native Indian man. The Lord saying all sinners of his people is going to die by the sword. You understand? What is sin? Sin is the transgression of the law that was given to us by our forefather Moses. You understand? That he told us to teach this throughout our generation. Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Can. Which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
This evil, nothing going to happen to me. Nothing going to happen. We could continue doing what we're doing. You understand? They ain't going to stop us. They ain't going to prevent us. You may Ezekiel Babakusha, Ezekiel chapter 3. We could continue.
Come on, God.
We could continue in the alternative lifestyle. We could continue smoking weed, continue selling drugs. You understand? We could continue doing everything that is opposite to what the Lord tells us to do. But the Lord is saying that all the sinners of my people is going to die by the sword. When you have it, read Babakusha.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat.
Salakia. Chapter 3 and verse 17.
17. Salakia.
Now listen.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 17.
Go ahead.
Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
The Lord saying that he has made us a watchman unto the house of Israel. You see the same people that the Lord saying that is going to die by the sword, the same sinners. The Lord has made us watchmen over the house of Israel. So these people that do not understand the laws of the Most High, do not understand that they're supposed to be keeping these laws, commandments, and statutes. The Lord has set us watchmen over them. You understand? What a watchman do? You look out for danger, you look out for trouble, you look out for things that will not make you stumble or fall. That will not make whatever outside influence come in and attack you and take you out. The Lord saying he set us as watchmen over the house of Israel. Go ahead.
Kawankan, therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
And we, as a people, wherever blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are scattered, the Lord saying, give them warning from me. You understand? Let them know, hey, stop celebrating the high holy days, the holidays of these other nations. You have to give them warning, come out of that alternative lifestyle. Don't make the daughters of the children of Israel hoes. You understand? You have a dietary law. Don't eat and all these things that the Lord does not consider food. You understand? How are we supposed to operate as a nation? Give them warning. How are we supposed to treat your brother, treat your sister? Go ahead.
Kawankan, verse 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
When you say unto the wicked what?
Thou shalt surely die. And thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way.
You understand? So we have to give the wicked ones, you understand, warning. Show him where you're going wrong. Tell him where you're going wrong. Just as the scripture says, spare not, lift up thy voice as a trumpet, paraphrasing. Show my people their transgression. We have to show blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians where they're going wrong. Show them where they're transgressing the Most High laws. Christian church say the laws of the Most High done away with. That is not so. You understand? Go ahead.
Kawankan. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
He's going to do what?
Die in his iniquity.
So now, he ain't giving the wicked warning. He go die in his iniquity. He's going to die in his sin. He's going to die in his wrongdoing. You understand? Go ahead.
But his blood I will require at thine hand.
But his blood, the Lord is going to require it at your hand, because he didn't warn the wicked one where he was going wrong. The Lord is saying he's going to require it at your hand. If you decide to be a trooper or an officer in school, you come into the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, you say, boy, yeah, I must serve the Lord. I want to serve the Lord. We, as a people, we have a job to do. We have to go out and warn the wicked ones. We have to warn our people who do not know about the Constitution and the laws of the Most High. We have to show them where they're going wrong. You understand? The Lord said if you don't do that, He's going to be quiet at our hands. Go ahead.
Kawakan. Verse 19. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness.
So now we're going out on the streets and we're warning the people. You understand? Go eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Change from your ways. Don't be sodomites. Don't be whores. You understand? Stop celebrating the holidays of these other nations. Remove all these false gods. Turn back to the ways of the Lord. You understand? We're warning the people, showing them all the destruction that is to take place, prophesying to the people. Go ahead.
Kawakan. Nor from his wicked way he shall die in his iniquity.
Lord is saying if he don't turn from his ways, so now you're telling him about his ways, and he don't turn from it. Continue smoking, continue selling drugs, continue running women. You understand? Continue in adultery and all these different things. You just decide, boy, me want to hear that. Go ahead.
Kawakan. But thou hast delivered thy soul.
You have delivered your soul. So if he died, you have delivered your soul, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. The Lord will not require that at your hand. You understand? The Lord says, set us as watchmen, children of Israel, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. You understand? When you see us in these classes teaching, or you see us out in the street, the Lord set us as watchmen. These religious leaders and politicians and whatsoever the case might be, there is not the watchman for black people. Give me, before we go to the reading from the Republic Day, give me, hold on. Give me Jeremiah, Jeremiah 14 and 2, Baba Pusha.
Kawakan. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth.
The Lord is telling us what? Judah mourneth. Judah is the head tribe. Head tribe of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You understand? Lord is telling us that Judah mourneth. The Jews are in mourning. Look at what's happening to our people throughout the four corners of the earth. We are the ones in mourning. You understand? Go ahead.
Kawakan. And the gates thereof language.
You know what?
And the gates thereof language.
He's saying that the gates thereof language. What does it mean that the gates thereof language? That our protection is destroyed. A gate, which it's symbolizing, a gate is used to keep danger from out coming in. You understand? So that watchman, that hedge, that protection is destroyed. Our gates, our protection is destroyed. You understand? The people that's supposed to be the watchmen over our nation, over black people, they are destroyed. You understand? The prophets of old were showing us these things. Our leaders are destroyed. Most of us, when we go into politics and all these different things, we don't understand that we just among a destroyed people. You understand? Because they lack the knowledge of the Most High. They lack the wisdom. They lack the understanding of the Most High. You understand? But we in the ISUPK under commanding General Yohana, we are bringing this knowledge, bringing this wisdom and understanding back to you. Showing you the destruction that is to come. Showing you what we as a people need to do. You understand? To better ourselves, to better our nation. To be in better standing with the Most High. This is what we teaching inside here. Contrary to the Christian church, let's dance and have a good time. As I was saying earlier, the same rapture is supposed to happen today. No rapture. today or tomorrow. People selling out houses and cars and all kind of madness taking place. But absolutely nothing happened. We have to wake up out of that sleep. Wake up out of religion. You understand? And seek the truth of the Most High, which could be found in the ISUPK under commanding General Yohana, throughout the four corners of the earth, wherever these schools are. You understand? If you could, Baba Kushal, let me touch a bit on the Republic Day.
Come on, come.
Before we go down a bit more into the class. I hope I said it in order, right? I say I will let you know if I'm if it out.
Come on, come.
So we're going to touch a little bit about Republic Day. You understand when Trinidad become, because tomorrow, of course, is Republic Day. Most people getting up to celebrate Republic Day. You understand? To take part in this tradition of man, but we as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, getting into the knowledge of the truth, you're going to realize that this is just a day for the heathen. This is not a day of the Lord. This is not a day where you're supposed to be getting up and you're excited to celebrate. The Lord give us His high holy days and His feast days, which we might touch on as we go along. That's all right. Which we might touch on as we go along. You understand? But the holidays of these other nations, I think Trinidad, how much holidays we have, right? I think it's over 10 or 12 holidays we have in Trinidad alone. You understand? And all these holidays are not supposed to be celebrated according to the Most High. Because we have our days that He gave us. You understand? When I have agreed, Baba Kusha.
Come on, come. The Spanish settled on the islands in the late 15th century.
Mm-hmm.
The French, Dutch, and British fought over the islands for the next 300 years.
So you're saying the Spanish settled? I mean, talking about our people. You understand? They settled in the island in the late 1500s. The French, Dutch, the British fought over the island. So these other nations fighting over the nation. Go ahead.
Come.
Over the island. Go ahead.
Trinidad and Tobago became a British colony in the late 18th century.
So in the late 18th century, became a British colony. Go ahead.
And they became one colony in the late 19th century.
All right. So it had like different sectors, but in the late 19th century, became one. Go ahead.
Come. The islands remained a British colony until 1962,
Mm-hmm.
when the country's first governor was appointed.
Go ahead.
Queen Elizabeth of England was still the nominal ruler of the country.
And that lasted a good while. Because it wasn't independent yet. You understand? Go ahead.
It became a republic completely independent from Britain on August the 1st, 1976.
Correct. Go ahead.
Republic Day is celebrated on September 24th.
So September the 24th, every year, Republic Day is celebrated from then till now. Go ahead.
This is the date that the country's first parliament met after it became a republic. Speeches, parades, and other events take place on Republic Day, celebrate the country's delight in being independent after 400 years of being ruled by European countries.
So after 400 years of being ruled by European countries, we became independent. You understand? Celebrate. We have different celebrations taking place on that day, speeches and all these different things. You understand? Continue, Baba Kusha.
Come. A speech by Trinidad and Tobago's president is one of the events on Republic Day. Topics of these speeches include the country's accomplishments, such as becoming a self-governing nation and remaining a peaceful democracy. Presidents also mention how the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago should strive for excellence and take control of the country's future. Some speeches include a brief future. Some speeches include a brief summary of the country's history with emphasis on its present status as a republic.
Right, so they gave a brief history on the country, they gave some speeches about the country's accomplishments and all these different things. You understand? Go ahead.
Kawankan. Food is an important part of Republic Day celebrations. Items that may be served include pasta, sour cream pancakes, and soup. The soup is a traditional Caribbean dish called kalaloo. It has leafy vegetables and okra. Some types of this soup may have crab, meat, chili peppers, or coconut milk. Many families get together for meals on Republic Day. They may gather at someone's house or go out to eat.
You understand? So that typically in a nutshell is what happens for Republic Day throughout here in Trinidad and Tobago. You understand? And you seeing whereby these foods, the celebration is foods, is parade, you understand? And all these things take place in Trinidad. But the Lord tell us something, right? Give me Deuteronomy 17, Baba Pusha. 17 and you start at 15. The Lord tell us something, right? We as a people, we're not supposed to be celebrating these days. You understand? Because every unlawful thing happen on all these high holy days, Salakian, all these holidays of these heathens. You understand? All these crab meats and food, the Lord, we're not supposed to be eating crabs and all these different things. You understand? We're not supposed to be voting when you listen to the officers reading and talking about high up in the passages. You know, the citizens are appointing someone to be over them. We're not supposed to be doing all these things as a people. You understand? When I read Baba Pusha.
Kawankan, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17 and verse 14. When thou art come unto the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, and shall possess it, and shall dwell therein, and shall say, I will set a king over me.
I shall do what?
Set a king over me.
Go ahead.
Like as all the nations that are about me.
Continue.
Verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee.
You understand? So you come into this place, the Lord is saying, you know, just like the other nations doing, they're appointing prime ministers and presidents and all these different things. The Lord saying, when you go in your land, your homeland, you is not to do this. The Lord saying, you is not to set a king over you. You understand? And that goes into what we will call voting. Because in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we do vote. In our nation, we do vote. That is not a custom of our people. You understand? Go ahead.
Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose.
Whom the what?
Whom the Lord thy God shall choose.
So to have a king or a ruler over us, somebody to guide us, the Lord is the one supposed to choose that person. We're not going out as individuals and dipping our finger in ink and putting X by Balize or by rising sun. The Lord is the one supposed to choose someone for our nation. You understand? Not going out and selecting presidents and prime ministers and all these different things. Go ahead.
Come. One from among thy brethren.
One from who?
One from among thy brethren.
All people that went out and vote for these other nations, you understand, the Elamites, they did a great sin against the Most High. The Lord saying that what? He is going to choose one from where? Among our brethren, among our people, among these 12 tribes. We're not going out there and select these other nations to be over us, to rule over us, because they're going to continually keep us in subjection, keep us in oppression. You understand? Go ahead.
Come. One from among thy brethren, thou set king over thee.
Right? One from among your brethren, one from among your people, one from among your bloodline, right?
Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee.
Don't do what?
Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee,
Mm-hmm.
which is not thy brother.
So we as a people is not to set no stranger, nobody that is not from the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. These other nations, we is not to set no stranger over us. You understand? Anybody that is not from this family or this bloodline, we are not to set them as king over us. You understand? Lord saying he is going to choose who is the king over us in our nation. That is not part of our custom going outside there and vote for these other nations. It's not part of our custom to be celebrating the holidays of these other nations. You understand? We as a people in this Bible, we have our own ways. We have our own heritage. We have our own culture. You understand? When we don't know it, when we don't understand it, we go hold on to these other nations and their culture and the way how they govern themselves, the way how they do things. You understand? But yeah, go ahead, Officer Swab, absolutely.
Lord will not said that. Lord will not said that.
Right.
But remember how the Lord that's structured.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible heaven and the 24 elders.
Right.
Right. Sitting before the house and the Lord. In order for for somebody to be chosen amongst us, this is why we have the elders amongst us here as the
Right.
So now in order that that's why the commander generally received his rank.
Right.
Because he didn't take that as
Okay.
and then sit down and go before the Lord. And this is how this was chosen. That was all the thing that was. So this is not like they don't think that the Lord took like I go before the Lord, so it is destroying lives, religion, and
Right.
when it is explained to the eyes.
Okay. So what up for that? Understand that for I don't know if you're saying the officer trying to signal it to take the mic. You understand? We was explaining what the officer above me was explaining is that it have a rank structure in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. So when they hear like the Lord go choose somebody, it's because it come down to that order. Commanding General Hannah didn't just put himself there. He was chosen by somebody, you understand? In that spot, and it keep coming on the 7 generals, you understand? The captains, the officers, and the troopers, because in here it have a order, it have a rank order, it have a structure. You understand? Just like you bringing reference to the 24 elders. Go ahead, officer.
Just right as well, because after it say, the Lord, to choose the tendency that one from amongst the brethren.
Right.
So now it's coming down on that. You're picking that one from amongst the brethren.
Right.
Or the men and them in that all around all that.
Nice.
The men and them in that all that stuff.
Correct.
Following the instructions that the Lord done. I mean, everything set up by men the Lord choose now from Isaac men and so everything. I mean, this family
Nice.
house is what we will be, making that choice.
Correct.
And the choice that is going to be made is by the men who the Lord choose for us from the generation past. From that Christ says, he said that this truth is going to be passed on the faith from it.
Right.
So men will continue to work to uphold the territory of his country.
Can. Most times, that's what I understand? And just to reiterate a little bit, we are saying that this truth is going to pass on to faithful men. It have that order and it have that structure. You understand? Everything that happened in the Bible here, we follow it. You understand? Everything. Not contrary to what the Christian churches do, they just walk with the Bible in church. They don't follow nothing in the Bible. You understand? This rank structure was recorded in with Moses and his father-in-law. You understand? And Moses' father-in-law show him, hey, this is what you need to do to be able to set up the nation properly. Moses' father-in-law, and it keep coming down throughout our generation till now. But we do everything biblically. You understand? So you correct again, Officer Swap for that. You understand? What was the Officer Mike?
Come on, come.
Oh, it's setting a king over here. You understand? So the Lord have our order, the Lord have our structure in which we operate. How we function, setting king over us, and setting a king over our nation, over our people. You understand? All these Republic Day and celebrations and voting and trying to get people in office and in parliament and all these different things. Different rhythm. Where am I?
Example was when Samuel went and was sold.
Right.
Samuel followed instructions that he was.
Right. Okay. Let me get any mic there now, Baba Kusha. I feel my any mic there.
Yes, like right. The perfect example of that way just bringing out is when Samuel went to anoint Saul to be king over Israel.
Nice.
Right? And then it come back to the same thing. Samuel went to anoint David, King David, to be king over Israel.
Nice.
So it show you again, this is nothing what we call magical.
Right.
Or some of the Lord always had that order amongst the people of the nation.
It's not like the Christian church.
Yeah.
Them pastor appoint me. The pastor appoint me to hold on. Nah, not like that. You understand? So to what for that again. You understand? Give me Jeremiah 10, Baba Kusha. You understand? Because the way how we do things in our nation, the way how we do things in Israel, you understand? It's supposed to be totally different from these other nations. Separate. You understand? Give me when you have to read Baba Kusha.
This one.
Yeah, Baba Kusha.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, and verse 1.
Well,
Hear ye the word of the Lord, speak it unto you, O house of Israel.
so the prophet Jeremiah is saying to Israel, hear this word, listen. Listen what the Lord is telling you. You understand? Go ahead.
Kawankan. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Jeremiah, the prophet Jeremiah is telling us what? Do not learn the way of the heathen. Do not learn the way of these heathens. What is the way of these heathens? Just as we read before, where they say they gather the nation talking about them to choose somebody. We don't do that. You understand? As Officer Swap bringing out rightfully, there's an order, there's a structure. There are things that are passed down. You understand? There are things that are passed on to righteous men. And it keeps going like that because that is how the nation is run properly. We are not to follow their ways. The ways of these other nations with their voting and their election system. You understand? We are not to follow their Republic Day and their Christmas and Easter and all the different things. These ways are the ways of the heathen. You understand? We are not to follow their religions and their philosophies and their ideologies. Lord tell us, learn not the way of the heathen. You understand? You must fight, Baba Kusha. Things that the heathens do, we have a separate way of doing things. We have a better way, right? We have a righteous way of doing things, contrary to these heathens and them. Always right. We as a people, we supposed to be governing this earth. We supposed to be the ruling body, the ruling class over this earth. You understand? Just paraphrasing the scriptures tell us when the righteous is in authority, the people rejoice. You understand? When you look at the people right now, the people are not rejoicing. Because it also tells us that when the wicked is ruling, the people mourn. So with all these mourning and wailing what's going on right now, we understand that it's not the righteous in authority. You understand? So all these days and all these holidays that these unrighteous has given us as a people, we are not to follow it. You understand? Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Kawankan. The book of
Amos chapter 5 and verse 21.
Come on, come on. The book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 21.
Well,
I hate.
I what?
I hate. I despise your feast days.
The Lord saying that he hate and he despise our feast days. You understand? Feast days that we took up from these other nations. The Lord say he hate it and he despised it. You understand? Because it is not the high holy days that he has given us. Imagine you have children and you give them certain rules to follow, certain guidelines. You understand? And when you set out these rules and these guidelines for your children, you realize they're doing something else. Contrary to what it is you tell them to do. Whatever they're doing is going to hate it. You understand? It's going to hate what they're doing. Because you know what they're doing is not the right thing. You know that these rules and these laws and high holy days and feast days that the Lord gives to us, we know once we follow it, what will befall us as a people. We know when we don't follow it, what is going to befall us. So now the Lord given us these high holy days and these feast days, he understands when we ain't following it, what is going to befall us. You understand? It's like they send out your child and them and tell them, hey, well, you're coming by 6 o'clock, before 6 o'clock reach. That is the rule you lay out. Before 6, everybody inside. When 7, 8, 9 o'clock reach, nobody home. Nobody inside. You understand the things that is going to befall them outside there. That is why I lay down these rules. You understand? The Lord is telling us that he hates and he despises our feast days, Republic Day, Easter, birthdays, Christmas, New Year's. The Lord says he hates it and he despises it. Go ahead.
And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
And the Lord says he's not going to smell in our solemn assemblies where we gather, cooking and we having a time and frying and barbecuing. And the Lord says he's not going to smell in our solemn assemblies. You understand? Verse 23, Baba Kusha.
Verse 23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
Take away the noise of thy songs. You understand? We gather on these man-made holidays and we cooking and we play music and having that time. The Lord said, take away the noise of thy songs. You understand? Go ahead.
For I will not hear the melody of thy violence.
Lord ain't going to hear that. The Lord is not going to hear that. In the Christian church, it's a Christmas tree. In the Christian church, they play all them Christmas music and birthday music, and the Lord saying that he's not going to hear these things, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. You understand? He's not going to hear these things. Amen. You see? Hold on, right? The Lord saying he's not going to hear that. These are the things that the Lord did not give to us. He must change to Baba Kusha. Lord didn't give us these man-made traditions. You understand? We had the Feast of Unleavened Bread, Day of Atonement, Feast of Tabernacles. You understand? Lord's Passover. These is the things that he gave us. He just gave us this so because these things will teach us something. Things that our forefathers went through. The way how the Lord operated with these other nations when they went against us as a people. You understand? Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 2. You only have I known.
Give me start from 1, Baba Kusha.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word of the Lord, Salakia. Hear this word that the Lord had spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known.
The Lord is saying, against all the families that he brought up from the land of Egypt, he's saying that you only
You only have I known, go ahead, of all the families of the earth. So when you go back to the story of Egypt and the Passover, the Lord bring the nation of Israel out of Egypt from under the hands of the oppressor, from under the hands of the Egyptians. You understand? Bring us out in the wilderness. That same people, the Lord is telling us, you only have I known. Go ahead. Of all the families of the earth. So out of all these other nations on the earth, out of all these other bloodlines, Lord is saying, you only have I known. Of all the families of the earth. You understand? Go ahead. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. He's saying for all our iniquities, for all our wrongdoings, for all our sins. God is saying that He's going to punish us. You understand? When you go to the book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4, you're going to see where sin is transgression of the law. When we transgress the law of the Most High, the Lord is going to punish us as a people, punish us as a nation. Matthew 5 and 17, Bible question. You understand? Out of all these families, the Lord said, you only have I known. You understand? Before you go to the Matthew, give me Psalms. Give me Psalms. Hold on. Psalms 147 and verse 19, Baba Kusha. Come on. The book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob. He showeth what? He showeth his word unto Jacob. His statutes and his judgments unto Israel. So now the Most High words. You understand? His laws, his commandments, his statutes, punishments, judgments. Showeth his word unto Jacob. His statutes and judgment unto who? Unto Israel. To Israel. Only a specific people. This wasn't shown to everyone. That's why the Lord was saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. You understand? These rules, these laws was given to one people, one nation. You understand? Go ahead. Verse 20. He had not dealt so with any nation. He had what? He had not dealt so with any nation. So now with all these other nations, with the 17 other nations, the Lord haven't dealt so. He wasn't showing these things. Go ahead. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. And for the punishments of the Lord, for the judgments of the Lord, these other nations have not known them. These things was given to a specific people. You understand? These things was given to us, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Make nobody fool you and tell you that the Bible is for everybody. The Bible is for all nations. We could all come together. You understand? Salvation is what did they say? Neither Jew nor Greek. And all these different things. The Lord saying that He showed His word unto Jacob. Jacob became the forefather, 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. His name was changed to Israel. You understand? Showed His word unto Jacob, His statutes and judgment unto Israel. Lord saying that He has not dealt so with any other nation. Nation means races in the Bible. The Lord have not dealt so with any race, with any other race. That is a blessing. You understand? And for the judgments, these other nations, they have not known them. Give me the Matthew Bible Kusha. The book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. You understand? So Christ is saying, don't get twisted. Don't feel that I come to destroy the law. Didn't come to destroy the law. I think it was today or yesterday or some sort. Watching something with Creflo Dollar. Scrolling through on TikTok and bouncing up on the feed and I say, yeah, Creflo Dollar like, Creflo Dollar looking for the dollar. You understand? And listen, I said, by the way, I see this man saying, and I'm pressing and listening to what he's saying, and he started talking about the laws that were done away with. Usual thing. You understand? Why they will say the law that was done away with? Because they don't know the law, they don't know the Bible, they don't know the book. You understand? The more they can get people to act rebellious, the more they will get money in the pocket. If these people, like what Paul and them was fighting, the book of Acts, you understand? Fighting against all these other gods and telling them, hey, you gotta stop serve these other gods and remove ourselves from Easter and all these different things. And these Romans and them, they started to come against them. If these preachers started to teach the right thing, the congregation is going to leave the church. The money is going to be played with, and they're not going to play with the money. You understand? So when the Trinity laws are what done away with, it's because they're not playing with the money that is coming into the congregation or the pocket. Christ is telling you, think not, don't get twisted. Don't think something different from what I'm about to tell you. Don't think something different from what you're reading. Think not that I have come to destroy the law. I didn't come to destroy what was there, or the prophets, or what the prophets laid on, what the prophets taught, what they teach. Go ahead. Verse 18. For verily I say unto you,
Continue with I am not come to destroy, sorry.
Book of Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
The Lord saying that he had not come to destroy, sorry, but to fulfill. Christ is letting you know this here is the real deal. You could do this. You understand? This is the real deal. Go ahead.
Verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass.
You understand? Till heaven, you can look up, you can see the heavens, see the earth below your feet. You understand? Until these things pass away, until these things is no more, well,
not one jot.
Not one what?
Not one jot or one tittle.
The crossing of the T or dot of the I, go ahead.
Shall in no wise pass from the law.
Shall in no wise, in no way pass from the law. Which means law still stands. You understand? Which means we are still to do the law as a nation of people. Go ahead.
Verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments shall teach men so.
So now you're not doing it, you're teaching people not to do it. You understand? You're not keeping the high holy days of the Most High. You're not keeping the dietary law and all these different things, and you're teaching people that. Go ahead.
He shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven.
The kingdom of heaven is going to be called least. So we already understand where these religious leaders and pastors, how it is going to be called in the kingdom. It's going to be called least, because in the churches they're not being taught the laws of the Most High. You understand? Go ahead.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
So now you doing it and you're teaching men, like in the ISUPK under commanding General Yohana, Lord is telling you is going to be called what? Great in the kingdom of heaven. You understand? It's going to be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, it's time for us to understand that we have to wake up out of sleep. This is not the time for us to be playing games, playing with our lives, playing with time. You understand? We have to return back to the laws of the Most High. Lord made us as separate people and a holy people. In Deuteronomy 7 and 6, made us as separate people and a holy people. You understand? You read the book of Amos again where the Lord saying, you only have I known. Out of all the families on the earth, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you only have I known. Lord saying that he's going to do what? Punish us for our iniquities, punish us for our wrongdoings, punish us for our sins. You understand? Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
Come on. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
The thou here, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian, is you. You are that thou. The Lord is telling us, you are a holy people. What does holy mean? Separate. But that's in the Hebrew. You understand? Lord is telling us you are a separate people. Why you are separate? Because you only have I known. You was given the laws, commandments, and statutes of the Most High. This was given to you, to your people, your nation. You understand? The way how you govern your nation is totally different to how these other nations govern their people and their nation. Lord is telling us there is a holy people. When?
Come on. The Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Lord chose you to be a special people unto himself. You understand? Out of all the families, you was chosen that chosen group to be special, that chosen nation to be special. Go ahead.
Above all that are upon the face of the earth.
So above all these other nations, the Lord wants you to be above all these other nations that are upon the face of the earth. You understand? When you look at black people today, of course we could see we're not above. We see we are at the bottom. You understand? All the way at the bottom and all the way in this condition that we are as a people, the Lord says set watchmen. That watchmen throughout the four corners of the earth in the ISUPK under commanded General Hannah, bringing you the truth, knowledge of the scriptures, showing you where we went wrong, how we need to turn to go back in the right direction. You understand? Because we lack in give man. Hosea 4:6, Baba Kusha. Because we as a people, we lack in the understanding of our nation, we lack in the understanding of our culture and our heritage. In 2025, we still think we're African. You understand? We still thinking that all nations could come together under the banner of the Most High. The Lord tells us he wants us to be separate. You understand? We're still thinking God loves everybody. We as a people, we lack something, knowledge, truth of this Bible. When you have it, read Baba Kusha.
Kawakan, the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
Lord saying that what? My people. You understand? If you look at the theme of the scriptures where we're going through tonight, you only have I known. Lord chose you to be separate, to be special. Come in here and say, my people. You understand? Let you know something. Now we have to wake up. Why this theme keep happening over and over throughout the scriptures? Lord saying what? My people. What happened to the Lord's people? Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
We as a people, we are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You understand? But yet still we don't know who we are, we don't know who's our nation, we don't know our culture, we don't know our heritage, we still think Christ is a white man. You understand? We don't understand that the Lord chose us to be special, to be separate, to be holy. Lord saying that what? We are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Go ahead.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Because we have rejected the knowledge of the Most High. You understand? We're searching it out. Brothers on the street corner and the teaching and classes going on. And you know what I mean? We just reject the Most High, the knowledge of the Most High. Go ahead.
I will also reject thee.
The Lord saying that he is going to reject you. You understand? Go ahead.
That thou shalt be no priest to me, saying that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
Saying that what?
That thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
And it goes right back to what is in our constitution. Right back to the law. Same law that Christ said, think not that I have come to destroy the law. Seeing that we have forgotten the law of the Most High. Go ahead.
Kawankan, I will also forget thy children.
Lord saying that he will also forget our children. So now, going through our generation, that's what we will call a generational curse, still serving our white Jesus from generation to generation. We're still suffering under the hands of these oppressors from generation to generation because we reject the knowledge of the Most High. You understand? Because we are destroyed for that block of knowledge. You understand? In Isaiah chapter 34. You see with the time here? All right. In Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16.
Kawankan. The book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
And this is what we have to do, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian. You understand? You have to get in this Bible. And do what? Read. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord. We have to search out what the Lord requires from us as a people, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. Go ahead.
Kawankan. No one of these shall fail.
No one of what?
No one of these shall fail.
No one of these prophecies, no one of these, the way you're supposed to treat your brother, no one of these laws, these commandments is going to fail. You understand? The Lord shows what causes adultery and they do it, it is going to happen. If the Lord shows what will cause the land to fall into Hodom, and they do it, the land is going to fall into Hodom. You understand? The Lord said that there's going to be World War III, it is going to happen. None of these is going to fail. If the Lord shows a way that is supposed to reconcile with your brother or your sister or whatever fall, and they do it, it is not going to fail. You understand? None of these shall fail. Go ahead.
Kawankan. None of these shall fail. None shall want permit.
Go ahead.
For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them.
You understand? For out of the Most High mouth it hath commanded, and saying that the spirit it hath gathered them. You understand? None of these so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man is going to fail. You understand? These things is going to happen. Let me read this final scripture. We'll close up with that, Baba Pusha. Isaiah 8 and 20, and then we'll close up for that, right?
Kawankan. The book of Isaiah, chapter 8 and verse 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word.
So to the law and to the testimony, you understand? If they speak not according to this word, if these religious leaders and these pastors, you understand, those that claim to know the Lord, if they don't speak according to this book, showing the laws, the judgments, the statutes of the Most High, you understand? Showing that the laws, we still have to keep the laws, not the laws done away with. Showing the things that is to come, you understand? If they don't speak according to this word, well,
Kawankan, it is because there is no light in them.
It's because what?
There is no light in them.
So now the Lord automatically showing you, whereby it's easy for the so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man to understand these religious leaders and pastors. You understand? Lord showing you that they have no light in them, they have no wisdom, they have no knowledge, they have no understanding. You understand? Everything the Lord gave us as a people right here in this Bible. That is why he says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. Once you start reading and understanding these things, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, you're going to see the nation move from the place that we're in and be in the place that the Lord wants us to be as a people.
You understand? Again, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. You adjust to the school, light pole number 1, Morris Street in Point Fortin. You understand? The school is open Monday to Friday, Monday to Saturday, so that's here. You understand? If you have any questions or you want to come down to the school, you want to get some more information, remember you could call Officer Sowapiala, the officer above me, at number 479-8286. You understand that number again, 479-8286. We will be on the radio show on 91.9 this Thursday from 7 p.m. You understand? The radio show, we're going to talk about the dietary law of the Most High, because most of our people still, at this point in time, still eating what we want. Lord give us, as a people, a dietary law. You understand? The Africans are then come down in Trinidad here and say we could eat African snail. Those in the church, they have the African churches. I think Universal Church, whatever the case might be, those from in that church telling you can eat African snail. You understand? When snail is something we're not supposed to be eating as a people, because that is in our law for us not to eat. Right? So we're going to talk about the dietary law Thursday, Lord allow, and yes, like yes, sir. Perfect. 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 You understand? So we're going to talk about that, the dietary law this Thursday, and also too, we're going to touch about our people who is not Africans. You understand? Because yet still, people still think 2025 who is African. You understand? When that is two different people, the Africans and Negroes in America, Negroes scattered in the Caribbean, two different people. Not saying they don't have Africans in Trinidad. Yes, they have native Africans in Trinidad. You understand? But in the Bible shows whereby there's a separation between the Egyptians and Israel, between native Africans and Negroes that is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, Negroes in Trinidad, right? So today, today. So Thursday, 7 p.m., 91.9 FM, dietary law, and we are not Africans, right? With that, I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Mike Watt.
This is the ISUPK security announcement. We are the ISUPK out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command in Johnny Hunt. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are no limits for 6 months. They are to be suited only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandment. You can find this in Numbers chapter 18 and verse 21 and Malachi chapter 3 verses 8 to 10. Means 10 in the Hebrew and it's pronounced micros. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering from priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation. The upcoming holy convocation is the Day of Atonement, which is the 10th day of the 7th month on the Hebrew calendar, which is Tuesday, the 30th September 2025. You can find it in Leviticus chapter 23, verses 27 to 32. Slack. Remind Archeum to check on social media such as isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a keeper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, like boots, like shirts, like headbands or scarf. And with that, we say Immanuel. We're going to turn and face the east, and we're going to begin with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw,
Now,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shemayim,
Kwadash,
Kwadash,
Hayam, Shamka, Yahweh, Malawaka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Aisha, Baratiza, Kawa, Hayam, Mashamayim, Natan Nawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakno, Kawawatno, Kasalakno, Kawawatino, Wala'a, Tabianawa, Malasayawan, Abad, Kawashaina, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Kamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wataparat, Wa'ayunamin, Aman.
what you just said in English, our Father,
Our Father,
art in heaven,
art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh, thy kingdom come,
will be done
will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts,
We forgive
and we forgive
debtors.
our debtors.
Lead us not
And lead us not
into
into
temptation,
temptation,
deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
Thine is
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory, forever.
it.
So be it. Sir, men of Israel, let's give the teacher a one courtesy salute. Amazon Shabbat, Amadio, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshaga Qatar,
How about Shemi Oshaga Katam?
Yadamata, sir, let's give the sisters online a one courtesy salute. Amazon Shabbat, Amadio, Barak, Yahweh Shema Latan Ba'ashem Yoshaga. Yadamata, class dismissed.